What's up, party people? Thank you for joining me for episode 77 of Life Unmedicated. Welcome. So, let's see. Today we'll be talking about a couple things. Today is Tuesday. Oh, that's pretty. Today is Tuesday, October 31st. My last video was on the 26th. Yes, it has been a little while. Dang, that was Thursday. So it's been 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Okay, yeah, that's out of control. I wanted to do one last night. Oh, it's Tuesday? Oh, that's really out of control. I was supposed to do one Sunday, but I was in the process of washing my hair, and I do begin on here looking crazy, i.e. But it's a difference between that's like almost like going outside in your bonnet. Like there's just some things that I don't really, there's some ways that I don't care for people to see me. And it's different. It's even different because this is like the internet. This lives forever. Even if I delete this video, I'm sure somebody somewhere, some anonymous can pull up. So I'm not trying to be on here looking too crazy. And I mean, there's nothing necessarily wrong with going outside in your bonnet. I just feel like if I lay my head on my pillow, why would I want my bonnet outside? But anyway, but yeah, I just don't believe that I want y'all to be seeing me in under certain circumstances. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, last night I washed my hair, not Sunday. Sunday, what happened Sunday? I think I forgot. Maybe I forgot. I should have did it Sunday though. I was beat. That's right. Sunday was a long day. I was beat. Saturday, it don't matter. It don't matter. It's just a bunch of excuses. I didn't do it. I'm sorry. I'm back. So let's see. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I have been feeling pretty decent. I've actually been feeling good the past couple days. And I believe I've been feeling good since Saturday. I woke up early on Saturday and I couldn't go back to sleep, but I had gotten my 7 hours. So I was like, well, just get up. I had a workout class at 9:45, but that gave me a whole hour and a half. Even if I would have got up at 7, it would have gave me 2 hours, but it gave me an hour and a half to get some cleaning done, which was very, very necessary. My house was so messy. I had just clothes all over the place, shoes all in the foyer. It was just out of control. So dishes in the sink that have been sitting there for a few days, I'm just it's out of control. So anyway, I got up, I cleaned, I went and worked out, I came home. Oh, I ran errands. I had planned on doing so much, y'all. I had planned on, when am I gonna cook that food? Oof. I had planned on coming back home, running errands, finish cleaning my house, cooking dinner. I be forgetting sometimes that I'm 33. It's not that I'm old, but once you get to a certain point, it's I could have done those things if I forced myself to do it. But after I've been up cleaning since 7:30 in the morning, and then I worked out, and then I spent 2-3 hours running errands. By the time I get home, I don't want to do nothing. So by the time I got home, I was able to what? Literally wash my behind and take it where? To the couch. So that's what I did. And I got up on Sunday. I went to church. Church was good. I had a plan of, which I think is going to be my plan, my routine on Sunday. It's going to be going to church and then going to the beach after. On weekends when I do want to go to the beach. I think I know I've told y'all before that I suffer from seasonal depression. And I've been teetering on high functioning, this whole time, but it's been difficult. And so I, reminded myself quickly that, or maybe not quickly enough, but better late than never. I was gonna make a joke. Anyway, yeah, so better late than never. But so anyway, yeah, so I have to just get in nature once a week. That is it. That is what I'm holding myself to. This fall, I will be spending, one day in nature per week, and I'll be washing my hair every week instead of every 2 weeks. I feel like, when I was washing my hair on a weekly basis, it was really flourishing. I've been straightening my hair a lot lately, so it's looking real damaged. Real Danity Kane damaged. So I am going to do that. That's like my self-care. So in addition to the other things I do, getting a good amount of sleep, trying to eat well, working out, saying no when I need to, cutting the complicated relationships out of my life. That is self-care too. That is self-care as well. And not just guys. Because I feel like I was very proud of myself for not letting old boy spin the block. Because I'm kind of like, men, they be spinning the block just to see if you're still accessible. And I don't, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. It's definitely circumstantial. But for that particular circumstance, I felt like he was manipulative and I didn't want to do it. So it was just a no for me. But with women too, I don't feel like having complicated relationships. And I'm not saying that I can never argue or have a disagreement with my friends. That's not my point. My point is that it shouldn't feel hard. It shouldn't feel like, I shouldn't feel like I'm walking on eggshells around you, or I have to watch what I say to you and I can't be myself around you. And especially if you're telling me that you really don't care whether I'm here or not, okay, cool. We don't have to be friends. I have God, I have my family, and I have enough friends, so it's really fine. So yeah, I'm cutting out complicated relationships, which I feel like can really take a huge toll on your mental health. So, and then in addition to those things, I am, getting my nature on at least once a week, and I'm washing my hair once a week. So, kaboom, there we go. So yeah, that was Sunday. Yesterday, I went to the gym in the morning. I had clients after that. I washed my hair in between going to the gym and taking my first client. That was poor time management. I was only about 5 minutes late to my session, but I was in a full turban, with with the daggone washcloth. I had to wedge it in between the turban and my neck because of course it was dripping, and I hate that feeling. So I'm sitting here on my neck still so that they can't see this little flap coming down the back of my turban. Girl, what is wrong with you? So anyway, I'm glad that my clients already know me, and I'm real honest with my clients too. I was late. I told them, I was like, yeah, I've been having an issue with time management today. My apologies, and because I don't like to lie, and I try not to do things that put me in a position where I have to lie. But in general, if I am in that position, I try my hardest not to lie. I definitely don't lie to my friends though, or my family. I only really lie if it's work related, and it's usually more so dishonest than lying. So, which is still bad. It's not, people try to say, oh, it's just a little white lie. A lie is a lie. Is a lie is a lie. So yeah, it's no excuses. I'm just being honest. But anyway, aside from that, I did want to talk a little bit about ADHD and money today, because I know I said that I was going to do that a while ago. So I was looking it up, and it was just saying, which is what I already knew, that it says research shows that young adults with ADHD often struggle to manage money. That's because ADHD can cause procrastination, disorganization, and impulsivity. Yeah. These traits aren't harmful in themselves. I know, that's right, baby, sound it out. These traits aren't harmful in themselves, but they can make it difficult to manage money. Absolutely. I think for me, it's a lot of impulsivity. I did tend to procrastinate, but I think I don't necessarily procrastinate now with things that are related to money. I pay my bills on time, sometimes even early. Usually I pay them early because I pay them when I get paid, and a lot of times that obviously will fall before the due date. I'm actually very organized, and that came about because I used to be so disorganized. So I'm actually OCD with the organization, and I don't mean that like in a problematic way. I literally have OCD. And then for me it's the impulsivity. And so I was looking up some helpful tips. Become aware of your spending habits. Create a budget. Make shopping lists. Use cash only and carry cash in small bills. Don't buy anything at the checkout lane. Keep tags on purchases. Give yourself an allowance. Take someone with you when you shop. Okay. So those are the top 8. Let me see what else they got for us. Whoa, excuse me. Delete card and payment information from online stores. Use apps to track your spending. Wait 24 hours before you buy something that you want. Calculate an item's price in the terms of hours you'd have to work to pay for it. That's not going to work for me. Discuss major purchases with a spouse, friend, or family member. Allow for treats, but only those that fit in your budget. Write down visual reminders of your savings goals. Learn to return purchases. Get help with executive function coaching. That one sounds interesting. Executive function coaching can be a great way to help people manage their impulses better when it comes to spending. Coaches can provide guidance on how to create budgets and prioritize spending in order to ensure that money isn't wasted or on unnecessary items or services. They can also offer strategies for managing emotions and creating systems for staying accountable in order to keep from succumbing to temptation when shopping online or in stores. I mean, that's a good one. I do probably need a lot of help with my executive functioning in general. So becoming aware, we're not going to go through all of these, just some ones that I feel like are going to be really helpful for me, because some of these are not helpful. Like, become aware of your spending habits. I feel like I guess that could be helpful for someone. It's not going to be helpful for me because I'm already aware of my spending habits and I'm aware that they're problematic. Create a budget. I've done that. I put it on paper, literally. It's not even like, I don't even do it on my phone. I put that shit on paper, okay? So I can see it, I can feel it. It's dang near, it's palpable, okay? So I don't know if that's really helpful for me. Make shopping lists. I keep a grocery list. Like, I just add to it, check things, uncheck things. Because, I mean, a lot of the stuff I buy every week anyway. It actually is really helpful for me to use Instacart because then I'm not, like, walking through the aisles, but at a point where I am trying to like spend less money, I can't be paying for Instacart and then paying for the 20% tip that I have to give the people to bring my groceries. So I gotta practice impulse control, right? I have to put my blinders on when I go up in there. I can't be looking to and fro. I need to go to the aisle, go to the item, be out. Like, it's very quick and painless. Using cash only. Now that is something that will help me because, baby, swipe. I can swipe till kingdom come, okay? Or until it declines. That would be really helpful for me, but I am paranoid. I will think that, as soon as I take money out of the ATM, somebody's either going to rob me or I'm going to lose my wallet. And oh, okay, I'm going to start doing that because my renter's insurance covers that. So I am going to start doing that. That's a good idea. Okay, yay, go me. Don't buy anything at the checkout lane. I don't really have that problem. Keep tags on purchases. I actually do that. It's petty, but I like to actually like pop the tag right before I wear something, which often gets me in trouble because I tend to forget. I actually was at brunch the other day and this girl was like, "Hey, your tag is on your dress." And I was a little embarrassed, but what can you do? So yeah, I do keep tags on purchases. I actually just took something back to Nordstrom the other day. I mean, I exchanged it, but that's neither here nor there. Give yourself an allowance. So I do give myself an allowance. It's called anything that's not going to my savings account. Like, I don't know what else to do. Put more in my savings account. I already have 2 separate savings accounts. I have a serious savings and an unserious savings account. My unserious savings account is bone dry. But won't be anymore, because now, as of November or mid-November, I will be getting paid, not even normally, actually exceeding what I was being paid before when I was doing my part-time before. So before I took the break, I had a part-time job that I was making money from every 2 weeks, but then I got a new job which paid more, way more, like double. And then, I had, that went on break for about a month and a half. But then she came back. Now my client load is pretty solid. So October was the first month that I had like continual clients every week, or a good amount of clients every week. So November, and I only get paid once a month now, so it's a little weird. But once December hits, like with November's check, I'll be able to like hold that money to the next, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's bringing it back around town. I'm gonna hurry up because I still have to work out tonight. So keep tabs on purchases, allowance. Take someone with you when you shop. The only person I can take with me is Jesus. Like, I can't bring nobody with me when I shop. I'm a grown woman. We are all grown adults. If I was married or something, that might be different. Like, oh babe, can you come with me to the store? I'm sure my husband will probably definitely want to be with me when I shop, so that I'm not spending a whole bunch of money. But as of right now, I'm very single, so it's me and God. Use apps to delete credit card and payment information from online stores. That is a good idea, because it is actually entirely too easy to like just, and I'm done. I actually need to probably delete it from my Apple Pay, but it's so hard, because then it's like if I leave my wallet at home by accident, or if I'm just running out the house and I don't like want to grab my purse, then like I just want to use Apple Pay. But that's a first world problem AF. Like, I should, like, if I'm having to decide between going broke or using Apple Pay, Apple Pay gonna go. Wait 24 hours. Use apps to track your spending. I have done that before, and I feel like that actually was something that was a catalyst for me. Like, I'm much better, way better with finances now than I was before. But half of that has just been the fact that I have a good job that pays pretty well, and it's consistent. Like, it's consistent income. And to be honest with you, there are things that I could cut back on, and I will cut back on those things. But it is just expensive to live in LA. Like, it's very expensive to live here. And I probably will move next year, because I don't think that it's like smart for me to spend all this money on rent. But until then, I gotta make it do what it do. So wait 24 hours before buying something you want. I think that is a really great skill or a tool. I actually tell that one to my clients when they're having issues spending money. I call it putting time and space in between the impulse and the behavior. And I actually do it with multiple things, or I try to do it with multiple things in my life. Eating, spending money, other fleshly desires. So it can be very effective. But the problem with that is that the impulsivity part of ADHD makes you feel like you need it, and you need it now. And there is no telling yourself you don't need it at that point in time. So part of that would be, for me, just reminding myself that this is a symptom. This is not a necessity. Like, you don't need tube socks right now, babe. You have 3 pair, and you don't wear them all at once, and you have a washer and dryer. So you don't need 4 pair of tube socks for $20. You don't need it. I feel like I need it. You don't need it. Reminding myself of the reasons why I don't need it, and why I can go without it, you know? Calculate an item's price in terms of hours you'd have to work to pay for it. That's not gonna do anything for me, because numbers mean nothing to me. I have no concept of time. I have no concept of money. If I say to myself, oh, you have to work 3 hours to buy this $150 item, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's nothing. Buy it. Like, and that could be something. That is something to somebody. 3 hours of my time to buy what? $150 what? I don't know, pair of shoes? That doesn't sound like much to me, to be honest with you. But it's because I have no concept of anything with numbers. Like, I really just don't. Discuss, okay, blah, 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 allow for treats. Allow for treats. You know, I do try to incentivize things sometimes, but I have incentivized myself right to a negative bank account balance. So I'm not going to do that one. In the past, I've done that. Write down visual reminders of your savings goals. That could be a good one. I would have to leave it somewhere where I'll leave it on the refrigerator. I'm all up in there. Learn to return purchases. If I buy it, it's probably for that night. So it's not going back. Get help with executive function coaching. Yeah. So that's it. That's all. Those are all of the strategies that I found. And I found this on Life Skills Advocate. And yeah, did I go? Oh, I did not. Okay, so we did ADHD and money. We did conflict free. I know this is long, but I am going to do my goals because I should have done them on Sunday. So last week I had a goal of working out at least 4 times. Well, let's start with 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago I had a goal of working out at least 4 times. I only worked out 3 times, but then I worked out on Sunday. And I said that if I worked out at least 5 times last week, I would hit my goal for the previous week. That's probably some girl math. But anyway. So I worked out 6 times last week. So I am going to say I worked out 5 times last week and 4 times the week before. So then, yeah. So last week it was work out 4 times, start the metabolic plan, eat well 5 days a week, finish notes and treatment plans, and choose lodging and finalize itinerary. So I did work out 4 times. Well, I worked out 5 times. I did not start the metabolic plan. I swear I'm going to do that this week. Eat well 5 days. I didn't do that at all. I think I ordered like 2 pizzas last week and a burrito. No, some tacos. I don't know what's wrong with me. That's what I need to put 24 hours in between myself and ordering food. It's out of control. Finishing notes and treatment plans, I did that. Choosing the lodging and finalizing the itinerary, I did that. This week, my goals will be to eat well 5 days, start the metabolic plan, work out 5 times, make the reservations from the itinerary, and spend some time in nature. Like I told y'all earlier, every week I'll be spending time in nature. That's going to be on my goals list every week, along with eating well and working out 5 times. So, kaboom. So far, we got 2 days down of eating well. I did have a little bit of candy today and a little apple turnover, but I feel like that's fine. And I'm about to work out. It'll be all right. But aside from that, I had like a cool lunch. Yeah. And as long as I'm not like eating excessively, I will consider it a good day. Because it's baby steps over here. So I'm not saying I'm eating crazy. Like I had like a wrap. Had a pulled pork wrap. Because mind you, as I am trying to eat healthier, I also need to eat what's in my refrigerator because I have a lot of meat that I got like they Butcher Box delivered my box twice. So I got a bunch of free meat back in like March. And I've been chipping away at it ever since then. I even had a cookout. When I got here, the meat could barely fit in the freezer. So I'm like, look at God, because right now I can't even afford to be like buying meat like that. And I have all this meat in my freezer. So I have to use what I have, which is, that was like my last thing of pulled pork. I have like 8 things of ground beef. I got some chicken up in there, some thighs. I got the thighs. I got some drumsticks. I have like 1 steak left, and then I have 1 ribeye left and like 2 flank steaks, which are like, I could probably eat off of those for about a week. So it's going to get me through the winter, but I have to use what I have. I got to do the best with what I got. Okay. Let Mariah tell it. So eating well for me is like not stuffing food in my face all day and making decent meals with the food that I have. So yes, so I've gotten a good 2 days so far. Well, 2 days, because Sunday I had a burrito from Sonoritas. It was delicious. It was, in fact, delicious. But yeah, so I mean, so far so good. Like I said, I feel good today. I feel good felt good yesterday. I felt pretty good on Sunday. I ended up having to eat my food in the car because the wind was winding, baby. Like, I could not even, I was trying to like hurry up and eat in between windstorms or sandstorms, but I couldn't even, like, it was going to tear my food up. I was not even going to be able to eat that. I was like, oh, forget, it's not going to be that bad once I sit down. No, honey. No. I'm going to have to get my car detailed. It's so bad. But the food was delicious. It was fine. You know, I set up shop in the car. We got to make it do what it do. Anyway, this is about to be 30 minutes. I did have something else to talk about, but I will go ahead and talk about it tomorrow. Let's be realistic. I'll go ahead and talk about it. I'm going to aim to do this again on Thursday, Friday at the latest. I don't really have anything to do, I don't think, on Friday, so I think it'll be fine. 78. So I am going to hold myself accountable to do this on the 3rd of November. And kaboom. All right. Well, thank y'all so much, as always, for joining me. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. You know, the platform is growing. I got a new subscriber. Hey. And hello to all of my subscribers. I appreciate y'all so much. And yeah, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day.